Hello everyone and welcome back to the second part of the supplements video where we talk about each supplement and their function. If you remember in the other video I talked more about the supplements that will help you with performance, with gaining muscle mass, strength, while in this video we're going to talk about those supplements that are more for health and well-being. So if you didn't watch that supplement video, I will leave the link in the description. So now onto the supplements, we have vitamins and minerals, which are micronutrients. The supplements industry sometimes combines everything together and they call it multivitamins. Multivitamins is a combination of loads of vitamins and minerals put together. That's why it's called multivitamins, and they try to put as much as possible all together. There are also multi-minerals in the market, which is just minerals put together, but it's rare to find. And the reason why it's rare, it's because of absorption. The idea is cool and convenient to have everything together in just one pill or powder, but sometimes it's just a marketing thing, you know. The reason why multivitamins also have minerals in it, it's because of absorption factors. For example, you have vitamin D and calcium. Vitamin D is required in your body to absorb the calcium in the gut. Or vitamin A with zinc. Zinc is necessary for transporting vitamin A from the liver to other tissues. So it's all good and sweet, but it's very important to note that some vitamins and minerals will be enemies of some vitamins and minerals, so which makes it harder for your body to absorb those minerals and vitamins. That's why I recommend you to do exams with a doctor to see if you're in a deficit of any vitamins or minerals. They have tools that tell them exactly what vitamins and minerals do you need, and they can prescribe you also the right vitamins and minerals for you. Don't just take multivitamins and expect something to happen. That is one thing. You can examine and see what you need, but the other thing is supplements do not replace food. I've already mentioned that in the other video. Supplements is to complete or enhance and not replace. That's why sometimes multivitamins is not the best thing on the market, because a lot of things put together, it's convenient, yes, but not the smartest thing to do. It is not just because of the absorption factor, but if you have excess of a vitamin or a mineral, it can lead to toxicity, which is called hypervitaminosis, causing symptoms like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach cramps, and even headaches. That's why I told you to let yourself be examined by a doctor to know which vitamins and minerals do you have to supplement. Because let's say if you only need vitamin D3, which is often called the vitamin of the sun, you only need that vitamin, why should you take other vitamins if they are all good? If you're only in deficit with vitamin D3, you should only take vitamin D3, right? It makes perfect sense. That's why multivitamins is always going to be a debate if it's good or not. It's convenient, yes, but if it really does the job, like I said, it's always a debate. And now that I talked about the vitamin D3, that you can take that vitamin separately and alone, I want to talk about vitamins that you can take separately. I won't talk about each vitamin and what each vitamin does to your body. I will leave that for another video. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. But like I said, if you let yourself be examined by a doctor, he can, and if you have a deficit, then he can prescribe you the vitamin that you should supplement. One vitamin that I want to talk about, which I already mentioned, is the vitamin D3. And the reason in specific why vitamin D3, it's because our body produces vitamin D3 with the help of the sun. When winters are almost over, you will see a lot of people having vitamin D3 deficit and iron deficit, and it's because we are less exposed to the sun. Vitamin D3 can still be obtained through food, mostly fatty fish or egg yolks, but it's very limited really. And another thing is, when you take vitamin D3, the supplement, you will see that it's an oily supplement. Vitamin D3 helps you with the mood. It's commonly associated with happiness. That's why people who live in countries that have loads of sun exposure are normally happier, you know, with the mood. They are happier, then they have more energy, and that's all because of the vitamin D3. Because vitamin D3, it also helps with the production of two hormones, which is the dopamine and serotonin, which are the hormones of happiness. All right, and that was a quick explanation of what vitamins do to your body and why they are important for your health and well-being. Now on to minerals. Minerals are also very important to your body, just like vitamins, and Like vitamins, you can take them separately, but the one mineral that I want to talk about is the magnesium. The magnesium has so many functions in our body, and one of those functions is the production of energy, which is called ATP. While the calcium is essential for the muscle contraction, the magnesium helps the muscle relax. During menstrual cycles for women, so period basically, magnesium can help them with the period cramps. But as you know, women are losing blood, which makes them also lose some essential vitamins and minerals, primarily the iron and magnesium that helps them with those period cramps. That's why it's advisable for women to take magnesium 1 week before her period, because then it will help her with the period cramps, and not only that, but it will also help her relax the uterine muscles. Magnesium is not just important for women that we just talked about, but like I said, it's also for the energy production, but then it will also help you relax, sleep better, blood pressure, then protein synthesis, bone development, and much more. Many health professionals will call the magnesium the MVP of the minerals, but every mineral has their function in our body. So now on to the next supplement. It's not a vitamin nor a mineral, it's a fat, actually a healthy fat, which is the omega-3. Omega-3 is a healthy fat, and it's essential for our brain and our heart. Omega-3 is divided into two specific fatty acids, which is the EPA and DHA. The EPA is primarily responsible for reducing the inflammation on our body and supporting heart health, while the DHA is the brain fat. The DHA will improve cognitive function, then it will also protect your heart, then better eye function, and even support joint health. We normally don't take enough omega-3 unless you eat loads of fish, but I don't really think that anyone can reach the max daily dose of omega-3 with fish. Maybe omega-3 is the best supplement that you can take, but then again, like I said, speak with the doctor before taking any supplements. And guys, and before I forget, make sure that when you take omega-3, make sure that you take it with other fatty foods as well, because it will help you absorb it better. The next supplement that is also very talked about is the collagen. Collagen is a protein, but our body already produces that protein, but with age, it tends to produce less. When you hear collagen, the first thing that comes in mind is probably your skin, your nails, even your hair, but it's not just that. It's also for the bones and connective tissues. But what many think is you take collagen and then it goes straight to your skin, to your nails, or even to your hair, but it doesn't work like that. Like I said, collagen is a protein, so your body will break it down into amino acids just like any other protein. That's why it's a big misconception about taking collagen. There are 28 types of collagens, and what a lot of people don't know is when you decide to take collagen, you should also know that vitamin C is essential for collagen synthesis. So make sure that you have both together in one supplement, and if you don't have them together in one supplement, make sure that you eat citrus fruit to get that vitamin C. Studies show that taking hydrolyzed collagen can stimulate your body to produce more of its natural collagen, because the amino acids are already broken down, which makes it easier for your body to digest, just like the hydrolyzed whey protein powders. And by talking about protein and whey, if you have a healthy diet and a rich protein diet, then taking collagen can be a waste of money and definitely not worth it. But then again, if you really want to take collagen, then speak to a doctor to see if it's really worth it. I mentioned the most sold and searched supplements on the market, but I want to talk about a few more substances that I want to talk about, which is Anabolics, then testosterone replacement therapy, aka TRT, SARMs, and other substances. These are not supplements. They are drugs, and with drugs come side effects. And the other thing that I want you to understand is that they are drugs and you should avoid them at any costs. I just mentioned them to tell you that they are not supplements and your body will never need these substances. Yes, they are shortcuts for fast gains and performance, but they can have some serious long-term consequences for your health. And you should treat your body as a temple. I don't want to start an argument in the comment section, because I know that a lot of people will take it, some not, but it's been proven that some bodybuilders die at a very young age because of these substances, or they can also suffer from infertility or extreme weakness. I know that everybody does what they want with their body, but I just want to give you this advice: avoid them at any cost. Some people want fast results and then they take them, or when we are young, we just take those things and we don't know the consequences of it. And that's why I just wanted to mention these things, because I don't want you to take them and think that those are supplements. That's a huge difference between supplements and drugs. Now that I have that out of the list too, the supplement industry are always evolving. They're always doing new supplements. They even have sexual supplements who are based in plants like Ashwagandha or even Maca. But then you also have water retention supplements, like you have Gotu, Kola, Hibiscus. But like I said, those supplements that I talked in the part 1 and part 2 of the supplements video are the most sold and searched supplements online and even on local stores. But guys, like I said a million times now, if you decide to take any supplements, speak with the doctor first, because A, they can run tests to see if you have any deficits of any vitamins or minerals, but then B, they can also suggest you the best supplement for you, because some people will take some supplements better than others. For example, the creatine, some take monohydrate better than others. Sometimes some have to choose the buffered one. But that also goes to the whey protein powders. For example, if you're lactose intolerant, you don't want to take the whey concentrate because it has high levels of lactose. You probably want to go with the vegan proteins for that. But if you have a healthy diet and you know which supplement you have to take, then you can probably find them on Zumub. You can get a 10% discount on Zumub by using my code Almeida. So make sure to check out Zumub. They are not just a supplements industry. They also have snacks, then they also have clothes, equipment, and other stuff as well. You have the code and the link of Zumub in the description. And guys, I really hope that I explained the supplements as detailed and informative as possible, what they do to our body. And it would be also nice if you let me know in the comments if you are taking any supplements. And yeah, and if you found the video helpful and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you won't miss any new coming videos. And I see you next time. Thank you and see ya.